Thank you, Deejay. This video is Numi approved because you took an L. Yay! Hi. It feels like it's been so long because it has been a long time. Oh, there's a Michi on my head.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Numi. Wow. Hey, guys. Hi. How are y'all doing today? I'm still really congested, but hopefully that doesn't put a damper on things today. But to be completely honest, when is my voice 100%? Very rarely. Anyways, hi. I hope everybody's having a nice day today, better than the past couple days. All that we gotta say is, thank heavens we are okay. Because it seems I get sick every 2 days. It's been dusty. It's not a coincidence that the last stream I did before I died was 4 shoeies in a row.
Yeah.
Like, guys, if that doesn't prove something, then I don't know what will. Regardless, we are here. It got up to 4. Yeah, we did 4 shoeies. It was a super fun time. Just such a fun time. Experiencing life, death, the great beyond. You're basically begging to get sick. Yeah, you're so right. So in a way, we kind of expected this, but also we didn't because it didn't hit me till a couple days later. But to give the full story, I honestly think me not going outside that often is starting to take a toll on my immune system. There, I said it. I don't know if you guys remember. Was it 2024 or 2023? There was 1 year where I was outside and working out all the time and I barely got sick. But then I stopped going outside and now I'm getting sick all the time every time I step outside. Yeah, I think I need to go outside more and maybe just run outside instead of running on my treadmill. I'm gonna have to do some days at home, some days outside. So, that exposure therapy. Yeah, it's been a time.
Can't believe Hami really said, fine, you want to hit me with a showy? I'll make you miss 5 days away from streaming, 1 for each toe.
Yeah, low key. So, what ended up happening was, what was I? Oh yeah, Sunday I didn't really feel that great, and I was already feeling something creeping up on Akuma Nihmune, but I just thought it was me being a little fatigued from going out every single day because obviously I had the Game Over's premiere. Jipangu, I was outside doing things and I wasn't feeling great, and then I started to get sick. The cherry on top was Hami bringing 3 of her cats to the house. Now I know many people are like, what the fuck? Let me explain. Initially, she wasn't going to be bringing her cats over until, I was getting the injection therapy, but I can't get that because it takes a month for them to make the injection stuff for me, right? And she kept her cats at her dad's house, but her dad is going to be gone for like a month. So nobody's able to watch her cats. And so she said, Numi, can I keep the cats at the house? I said, yeah, but you just got to keep them in your room. Like, we can build them little cat tower shit like that so they don't get bored, but they can't be outside because it'll be over for me. Now, I don't want anybody to hate on my girl. She already felt guilty enough, and I have the punishment already, which is going to be great for us. It's beneficial for us. It was a small price for me to pay to get to this conclusion. But if you guys are cat owners, let this be a lesson to you if you care about your friends with allergies, deadly allergies. She's a very one-track mind kind of girl. She's very one thing on her mind. She will not think about anything else. It's not her fault. That's just how she's programmed. So I can't even be like mad, but I do just look at the things that she says and I just have to close my eyes and speed meme. This was one of those moments. I felt immediately something is off. I could tell a shift in everything immediately because I'm, very used to my body and my allergies, right? I felt something off. I'm like, this is happening too quick. Because when I was at Dao's place, I don't really get hit with the allergies because she consistently takes them to the groomers. She has a lot of air purifiers. She gives them medication and stuff so their dander levels are really low, right? This was not like that. This did not feel the same. I immediately felt like something was off. I usually feel this way if the animal isn't washed or something. Like if the animal is dirty, I will immediately have an allergic reaction. And that's usually, it's like with Norky, American Eskimos don't need to be bathed every month because their skin is very sensitive, but their coat is extremely strong, and it deflects dirt and shit like that, so you only really need to wash them like every other month or so. But I usually know it's time to wash her when I start getting a little bit of allergies and shit. I'm like, oh, get in the tub, girl, get in the tub. But yeah, this was one of these moments where the second they got here, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it should not be hitting me immediately. And she brings up her little cat tower that was from her friend's house, and I said, did you vacuum? And she said, oh, I vacuumed my room. I'm like, no, you know, the staircase that you brought this fucking cat tower up. And then she said, oh no, let me do that. I was like, oh my God, it's over. And then the next day I started getting sick. My immune system definitely took a big nuke thanks to being exposed to all of these allergies and shit. Like, I was basically free for the taking for a cold to just nestle in. You know, it was already weakened from those shoeies, but this was a finishing blow, I tell you what. And I wake up, I feel like shit. Immediately I message Hami and I'm like, Hami, when was the last time you took them to the groomer or like bathed them, gave them a bath? And she said, oh, I don't do that. Yeah, I usually just brush them. I said, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you fucking mean by that, girl? She says, oh yeah, it's because like they just shed and I usually just brush off their fur. I said, motherfucker, Tander doesn't sit with the fur. It's on the fucking skin. That's why people who are allergic to cats are allergic to Sphinx hairless cats too. It's the skin. You don't just... And she said, oh, my bad. I'm sorry, girl. I didn't think about washing them or bathing them or taking them to a groomer's. My bad. I'm like, you can't... I said that, I love you so much, but this is very insane for me to read right now. This is very insane for me to fucking read. And then she started, of course, freaking out because obviously my lungs close up. I can't breathe. I can't take my inhaler or my nebulizer because if I'm taking like specific medications, like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, it was before I realized I was sick. I was having some sugary beverages, and that increases your heart rate. If I have like a gamer sups or like a Celsius or something like that, my heart rate is gonna be up, right? And that's usually because I like to do a workout in the morning and shit. Like, that's my workout routine. So I didn't get hit until after like an hour or two, and I can't take my nebulizer because that's a steroid, right? It'll make my heart rate, and then I could have like, you know, I could go bleh, you know. So I couldn't take my nebulizer. So here I am on the floor, barbecue sauce on my titties. And then she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, hey, let's just re-examine life for a second here. And she's like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not, but let's just move forward because we need to make sure this doesn't happen. And then, you know, I said, Keto girl, it was a simple Google. We had cleaners come by to clean the house but they couldn't get to my room because I was sick at this point. And then I said, girl, she's like, oh, you should have told me you were sick. We could have canceled. I'm like, no, girl, I need you to save my life right here. You're saving my life. And she said, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, no, thank you though. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then Hami took the cats to the groomers, and she's, you know, it's so funny because immediately after that I started feeling better. I'm like, oh my God. Suddenly I can see again. Suddenly the sun, it's shining on my skin. I felt good enough to have my dad take me to Olive Garden before I died again. Like, I said, let's go to Olive Garden. I ate some Alfredo and then I passed out. That was the one time I left the house in the past like 4 days, was to go to Olive Garden. And then I passed out, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I needed those breadsticks, the salad, and the Alfredo. I don't care if people are gonna be hating on that place. No place will give you a more consistent outpour of never-ending pasta, salad, breadsticks, and raspberry lemonade. I will fight anyone on that. Anyways, me when I carb load because I lost like 5 pounds in 3 days. And I was gonna put a schedule out yesterday. I was gonna try to stream yesterday, but I had a second wind after I had Olive Garden. My bad, y'all. I really wanted pasta. That was my bad. After I ate the pasta, I wanted to also showcase my hoops to my dad when he came over, because the basketball hoops PSI went up to like 9.8, so the ball was super fucking bouncy. And I was like, surely this isn't me. And then afterwards, I died for another like couple hours, and then I opened my eyes to bow in my room. I was like, oh, she's like, hey girl, hey, what's going on? And I was like, oh, were we supposed to hang out today? Oh, and then we were just vibing, and then we were gonna go out for dinner and stuff, but I was too sick, so she just went out with Avery. Actually, she was also hanging out with my mother. She hangs out with my mom more than me nowadays because, you know, I've been sick. But was that today, Wokich? Yeah. God, I don't even remember. Like, the last time I streamed felt like eons ago. Like, did I stream after Game Overs came out? When was the Shui stream? When was that? Exposure therapy with heart rate monitor. That was Wednesday! It was last Wednesday. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, so... Wow, we missed a lot. We have a lot of grounds to cover today, don't we? You felt abandoned. I'm so sorry, but there's nothing really I can do to comfort you because I was literally dead. I was bedridden. I woke up. Thank God we had the conference finals to watch in my bed. There was Amazon Prime, so I could watch it on my TV. But it was mainly just me and my mom watching it together downstairs. But it's okay. We are here now. I lived. Who would have thought? Not me. Me when I lived. Me when I lived. Game 2 sucked. Yeah, that was not a fun thing to watch. But Game 1 was beautiful. Don't forget to subscribe. Rate this 10 out of 10 stars. And give love to Bao.
Yo, what is up everyone? It's Deejay. I'm here to update you guys on Numi's announcement in her Discord about merch for the rest of this year. As you can see on screen, you can see from June and July will have merch drops, and then October she'll have her concerts, and then in December she'll have her final merch for the year. You can pause at any time to read it out, but pretty much this is a rare thing for Numi to do, to update us on the rest of the year for merch, but we're glad she did this so we can start saving up for her merch for next month and the rest of the year. Yeah, on my community page I always update you guys on new merch drops, and I'll be continuing to do that, so always check my community tab in my channel, or you can join Numi's Discord and look in the Numi Drip channel for updates. Anyways, I hope this helps you guys out with securing future Numi merch drops. For Numi's merch links to Uwu Market and Gamer Subs, it is down below in the comments or description. Make sure to use code Numi at checkout for Gamer Subs to get 10% off your order. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in Numi streams in Discord.
Guys, did you know I have... Does anybody know what it's called? Because I don't. Is it Extra Numi? Extra Numi, where you can get all of my lyrics and other miscellaneous horrid things for free.
Don't forget the feet.
Yeah, feet are also, there's also feet included, but there's also free. There's like,
Whoa!